Good morning, students. This is a lecture for CSC 2 for the subject Engineering Mathematics 2, and here I am going to deliver the lecture for the topic normal distribution. It is again just for your revision purpose. Okay, we have already done this topic in the classroom. So, students, as we have discussed in our previous lectures, binomial distribution, Poisson distribution. The one more distribution that is prescribed in your syllabus is the normal distribution. So basically again I am starting with the random variable because in distributions the first word that we used to take is random variable. So basically random variable has two categories. One is discrete random variable and the other is the continuous random variable. So in discrete random variable, as I told you, that a random variable which take the finite countable values. But if the random variable takes a particular range of values or a set of values within some range, then that is known as the continuous random variable. Basically in discrete random variable, we know the variable. If it is taking the particular value, then what will be the next value taken by that variable. But in continuous distribution, we are not sure what will be the next value taken by that random variable. So, the two distributions that we have discussed in our previous lectures, the binomial distribution and the Poisson distribution, they come under the category of discrete distribution. That is, the random variable which we done or which we discussed under the consideration, that was discrete random variable. Here the third distribution that I am going to discuss is the normal distribution. It comes under the continuous distribution. Means the random variable which we are going to discuss under consideration of this distribution is continuous random variable. So here we will use the sign of integration instead of sigma sign. Okay, as we have discussed in discrete distributions, we have done the various derivations, and for that we use the sign of summation, which is known as sigma. But here for deriving or for calculating any area or any other derivation like mean and variance of this normal distribution, we will use the sign of integration because it is a continuous distribution. I earlier told you that each distribution is being categorized or it is being identified by its probability function. So every student must remember the probability functions of the various distributions. As in binomial distribution, I will revise for you people. The probability function is given by NCX p to the power x q to the power n minus x, where n means the number of times we are conducting the experiment, p probability of success, and q is the probability of failure. While in case of the Poisson distribution, the probability function that we use is e to the power minus lambda, lambda to the power x over x factorial. Okay, so here the normal distribution, it's a continuous distribution. A random variable capital X is said to follow the normal distribution with two parameters, mu and sigma square. Mu is basically known as mean and sigma square is for variance. If its probability function is given by this function, you have to keep remember in your mind, that is 1 over under root 2 pi sigma e to the power minus 1 by 2 x minus mu over sigma whole square, where x can take the values minus infinity to infinity, mu can also take the values from minus infinity to infinity, and sigma is greater than 0, that is positive. And we use the notation x follows n mu sigma square, means x follows normal distribution with mean mu and variance sigma square. Okay, so this is the normal variable, normal distribution probability function. Now I am going to discuss the standard normal variate. Okay, now what is the role of standard normal variate? I will discuss with you later on. First of all, I am just going to define what is a standard normal variate. So he is saying if a random variable capital X is following the normal distribution with mean mu and variance sigma square, then we donate the variable, or we introduce a new variable z given by x minus mu over sigma. It is also a normal variate having mean 0 and variance is 1. This variate is known as a standard normal variate, and its probability function, students, you have to remember this result also, that it is given by 1 over under root 2 pi e to the power minus h square by 2, where minus infinity less than z less than infinity. Okay, so these two variates you have to keep in your mind. One is normal variate and the other is the standard normal variate. Okay, so once again I am telling you, normal distribution is a continuous distribution and it is having the two parameters mu and sigma square. Mu is known as the mean of the distribution, sigma square is known as the variance of the distribution. Okay, clear to you? Now what is the rule of this z? That is known as the standard normal variate. Students, I will discuss one example for you as an application of normal distribution, which is used to basically calculate the area under consideration. Okay, so in that case we use the table values, or we require the table values, and students, always keep in your mind that the tables which we are going to use for calculating the tabular values, they are for the variable z, that is for standard normal variate. So we have to convert the normal variate x firstly into the standard normal variate, then I'll see the table value. Okay, so this thing you have to keep in your mind. The value which will be given to us in the numerical, that will be for x, that is the normal variate, simple normal variate. But the table value that we are going to use, they are for the variable z, that is the standard normal variate. So first task that a student has to perform for seeing or for checking the table values, that they have to convert the simple normal variate into the standard normal variate. Okay, so let us see the example. Firstly, we are having a question that a random variable x, which is following normal distribution mu comma sigma square, where mu is equals to 9 and sigma is 3. Mu means mean is 9 and sigma, standard deviation, is 3, means variance is sigma square, that is 3 square, which is also 9. So the question is, we have to find probability at x greater than or equal to 15, probability x less than equal to 15, probability 0 less than equal to x less than or equal to 9. Okay students, clear to you? So we are having that x follows normal distribution with mean, mu and variance sigma square. Okay, so first of all we are having the question that we have to find probability x greater than or equal to 15. So first of all I will convert this x firstly into the form of z for seeing the table value. Okay, so what will I am going to do? First of all I will subtract x minus mu. What is mu? It is 9 in the question. So it is x minus 9 greater than or equal to 15 minus 9. Then I will divide it by sigma, which is given to you 3. So x minus 9 over 3 is greater than or equal to 15 minus 9 is 6, 6 by 3. So x minus 9 by 3 means x minus mu over sigma is z is greater than or equal to 6 by 3 comes to be 2. Now how to see this table value? I'll show you this diagram. Please say this is your normal line, this is your normal curve, z greater than or equal to, this shaded portion is greater than or equals to 2. Now how will you evaluate? This area can be evaluated if you take this whole area 0 to infinity minus this area 0 to 2. Okay, so 0 to infinity, the area is half, because this total area integral minus infinity to infinity f of z dz is 1. So this line is symmetrical, the curve is symmetrical about this line. So on both sides the area covered is 1 by 2 and 1 by 2, that is 0.5. So this will be 0 to infinity, it will be 0.5 minus, from table value I will see. Students, you know very well that how to see it. 0 less than equal to z less than or equals to 2 is 0.4772, and on being calculation we are having the answer as 0.022. Please verify this calculation. Okay, coming to the part 2. The second part we have to find probability at x less than or equals to 15. Again, first of all I will convert this normal variate x into the standard normal variate by using the relation z is equal to x minus mu over sigma. So x minus, what is mu? 9. X minus 9 less than equal to 15 minus 9. Then I will divide both the factors with sigma, that is 3 in the question. So x minus 9 over 3 less than equal to 15 minus 9 is 6, 6 by 3, which comes to be 2. And x minus 9 over 3 is your standard normal variate. So this is z. So z less than equal to 2. So you can see here I am again drawing this diagram. This is your normal curve and this point is 2, and this shaded portion is z less than or equals to 2. Now this can be calculated like this. Area minus infinity to 0 means this area, which is half, or 0.5 plus 0 less than equal to z less than or equals to 2. Okay, so how I will evaluate this? It is 0.5 plus 4772 comes to be 0.9772. Clear to you everyone? Hope so the things are clear to you. Okay then, the last part, third part is we have to find probability 0 less than equal to x less than or equals to 9. Now how to do this? Again, this is x is your normal variate. First of all, I will convert this normal variate into the standard normal variate by making the um, substitution that z is equal to x minus mu over sigma. So what is mu in the equation? It is 3. So I will subtract 9. I will firstly subtract 9 from each and every factor. So it will be 0 minus 9 less than equal to x minus 9 less than equal to 9 minus 9. And then I will divide it by sigma, which is given to you 3 in the question. So 0 minus 9 is minus 9 by 3 less than equal to x minus 9 by 3. 9 minus 9 is 0, 0 by 3. So 9 by 3 is 3, minus 3 less than equal to z less than equal to 0. Now students, again I have drawn this normal curve. Now you can say this about this line, the curve is symmetrical. So the area is same on the left of this line also and on the right of this side, and the total area is equal to 1. So both the areas, they are equal to 1 by 2, that is 0.5. Now the area which is being covered from minus 3 to 0 is same as the area covered between 0 to 3. Okay, so what I am going to do, probability minus 3 less than equal to z less than equal to 0 is probability 0 less than equal to z less than equal to 3. So from table you can, students, easily verify the value comes to be 0.4987. Please verify this. Okay, so this is the basic application of the normal distribution. So basically students, I'm just now summarize this whole lecture, the content of the whole lecture. I am discussing normal distribution. So we are having 3 distributions in our syllabus: binomial distribution, Poisson distribution and the normal distribution. Binomial and Poisson distribution, they come under the discrete distribution, that is the random variable that we take under consideration is the discrete random variable, and the normal distribution is the continuous random variable. And you must know you must remember the probability function of each and every distribution. Okay, so in case of normal distribution, the probability function is given by, as you can read from your screen also, 1 over under root 2 pi sigma e to the power minus 1 by 2 x minus mu over sigma whole square, where minus infinity less than x less than infinity, minus infinity less than mu less than infinity, and sigma is positive. One more thing which you have to keep in your mind, that thing is that you must know the another variate which is termed as standard normal variate, which is denoted by z. So if x is the normal variate with mean, mu and variance sigma square, the notation you can see from here, this is the thing where I am putting the cursor. X is the normal variate with mean, mu and variance sigma square, or in other words we will read it like this, that x follows the normal distribution with mean, mu and variance sigma square. So the standard normal variate is given by z, and it is being given by z is equal to x minus mu over sigma. First of all, I subtract mean from x and then divided by standard deviation. So this is also normal variate which is following normal distribution with mean 0 and variance is 1. So for standard normal variate, you also have to remember its probability function, that is 1 over under root 2 pi e to the power minus z square by 2, where minus infinity less than z less than infinity also. Okay, so what is the role of the standard normal variate? The role of standard normal variate is that the table value which we are going to use for our numericals, they are for the variate z, that is for standard normal variate. So students, the variate which you have been given in the numericals, usually they are the normal variate. So first of all, you have to convert that x into z, that is a simple normal variate to the standard normal variate, by making the substitution this, that is equal to x minus mu over sigma, and then you will see the table value. And the concept is, I think, more clear to you with the help of this example which I have illustrated over here. So these are the basic applications of normal distribution. Main application of normal distribution is to find the area of the particular curve under the consideration. Okay, so students, this is the distribution. So there are 3 distribution in your syllabus, that is binomial, Poisson and normal. So hope so the content of the lectures which I have delivered today through this video is clear to you. And if you still find any kind of difficulty, any doubt is there, don't hesitate. Please ask your problem or your query through phone call or WhatsApp number, or you can mail your query also. And all the best for your exams also. Thank you so much.